Now at Doomben, riders are up for the Champagne Classic. It's due in 6. Genius and Evil, Golden Fox, Star Shiraz and Amy Lee, 1, 3, 7 and 8. The ratings, here's the market, and Star Shiraz at $2.20 is the top pick. And a few hopes here. Genius and Evil from Sydney, Golden Fox and Lords Are Leaping from Victoria at $6.90. And the rest are at double figure odds. So you can have a closer look at the main chances. We recorded the parade. And Larry, we start with Star Shiraz, trained by Rex Lip at Toowoomba. Ran second in the Golden Stakes last time out behind Golden Fox.
Yeah, she's only a small filly, but she's a very neat little thing. And apart from that, she's got a wonderful temperament. Last two starts, she drew off the track, first time right back, swamped them, tried to do the same thing at last start, just found a little bit beyond her. She's got the one alley today. She should take a much more prominent position.
All right, and what about the horse that beat her? We're looking at Golden Fox.
Yes, well, he's going to be there again. And, of course, today you see at Doomben, he's a nice type of horse. Take away the sway back, he's a really nice horse, but he will be on the pace, this fella, and he'll be given a lot of cheek up the straight.
All right, the next horse we'll see in a moment is Genius and Evil, trained by Steve Engelbrett at Warwick Farm. He ran fourth behind Dance Hero last time out. That's pretty good form.
Great form for a race like this. If he does get back, it might be a little bit of a worry. Looking at him in the enclosure, he hasn't got any surplus. He's a fairly fit-looking baby.
All right, and there's Genius and Evil. Yes, his last start was the Size Produce, and the Pago he won at Rosehill. And Larry, your comments on Lords Are Leaping. He's the next horse on screen.
I like this fella. It's the first time I've seen him. He's a good, strong type of horse. Buys a Beal, of course, but he's going to get a good run from the 2 alley. Yeah, I elevated him in my selections. I was quite taken by him. Strong type.
Excellent, and we picked them up live now, and they're on the track and heading off to the start. Star Shiraz is the favourite on the TAB ahead of Golden.
As purple colours, yellow cap, inside alley, racing. Star Shiraz off the inside, left OK. Golden Fox began quickly. Kane Toshi, Millions and Chalkboard and Leg Cap, and they're going to put plenty of speed in the race early. Up past the 1,000 metres mark, and it's Chalkboard on the inside, just shading Leg Capper. Golden Fox is third on the inside of Our Sweet Moss. Kane Toshi, Millions fifth, and Star Shiraz sixth on the rails. Then comes Genius and Evil, followed then by just behind those Lords Are Leaping in the centre of the field, followed then by Storm Moss. Colonel's Choice back on the fence. A couple further back on the field as they came down the side was Amy Lee, and last of all Sequalo Fair. 500 metres left to go. Chalkboard on the inside and Leg Capper. 1.5 to Golden Fox inside of Our Sweet Moss. Now Star Shiraz fifth on the inside. Genius and Evil is sweeping around them, and then comes Lords Are Leaping as they corner. Leg Capper leads Chalkboard in the straight. Here's Golden Fox coming at them quickly now. Then Our Sweet Moss, Genius and Evil down the outside, and Star Shiraz in the middle. But Golden Fox shot to the lead inside the 200. Star Shiraz and Genius and Evil and Our Sweet Moss battling home, but it's all Golden Fox. And Golden Fox is too good again for Star Shiraz. Beats it 2. Our Sweet Moss third, Genius and Evil fourth. The next home in the race, Lords Are Leaping. Gee, Amy Lee got home OK. Put that in your black book. Then Chalkboard, followed by Storm Moss. A long way back in the field, Sequalo Fair, Leg Capper. And then a long way back, Kane Toshi, Millions. And last home in the race, Colonel's Choice. Gee, he's got turn of foot, this horse. He's got what every good horse has got. He has got turn of foot. And that's 3 to Seamer, isn't it? Yep, that's 3 to Scott Seamer out of 4 races. He was on the fence behind the speed. And when they turned into the straight, Star Shiraz started to get into the clear. Genius and Evil went to the outside. And Seamer just released the ribbons on this horse the same way he did the other day when he beat Star Shiraz here at his last start, and he gapped them. He put 3 or 4 lengths in them in the twinkling of an eye. Numbers are 3, 7, 10 and 1. 3 Golden Fox Scott Seamer. 7 Star Shiraz Glenn Boss. 10 Our Sweet Moss Jim Byrne. 1 Genius and Evil Darren Beedman. Numbers 3, 7, 10 and 1. The dividends, 3 Golden Fox pays 461.60, 7 Star Shiraz 120, and number 10 third Our Sweet Moss pays 770. Fourth went to number 1 Genius and Evil. He'll improve with a run under his belt. Quinella paid 480. The trifecta $200.50.
Number 10 is third, Our Sweet.
Well, Trevor Whittington, the winning trainer with me, this was probably the most authoritative win of Golden Fox. He looked awesome today.
Yeah, he's a horse on the improve, and he's got a big future. Yeah.
What's this? Five runs, 4 wins.
Just four on the trot. Yeah, 5 starts, 4 wins. Yeah.
What is next? You going on with his preparation?
Yes, he'll go to the Sires next. Yeah.
And the Sires, of course, is coming up the first week of the Eagle Farm Carnival.
Yeah, that's correct. At Eagle Farm. Yeah.
Looks to be no stopping.
No, well, not at this stage. He's just on the improve all the time, and he's a lovely horse to do anything with, and relaxed, beautiful today. And if he relaxes like that in the size, he's going to take a lot of beating.
Congratulations, Trevor.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Chris. He's an exciting horse. Look at him go in the last little bit. Golden Fox has now won 4 out of 5. And he's winning the Golden Stakes. He won by 2.5. He's won by a comfortable margin this afternoon. The Group 3 Champagne Classic. The first 4 on Unitab, 3, 7, 10 and 1, paid $938 even. The New South Wales first 4 still to come. So that was the Champagne. And next at Doomben, another of the big features this afternoon, it's the Doomben.
Fair Essa on course, which we did mention that it did look very well in the mounting enclosure. However, is a little bit temperamental and hard to get. Nevertheless, still represents a little bit of value on the tote at the moment. 4 ahead of 8, 11 and 6.
All right, Alf, and they're moving in well there at Sandown for race 5. Doomben ratings for the next: Bridie Bell, Lady Diva, Beaujolais and Victory Highway, 5, 3, 4 and 2, and we'll concentrate on that race after Sandown. All right, here's Greg for the Jim Conway Handicap.
Been a little money for Nice Cat. She likes Sandown. She likes the sting out of the ground. In a wide betting race, there has been a move for her. On track, it's such a wide betting race, as it is on the Tate, of course. River Woman's going to run favourite on track, just ahead of Furler and Langer. And Nice Cat well tried late in the piece for Vlad Durek. Now, Muscadet coming along into the gates, and Midday Matinee is ready. So they're just about set to go. Previous taken out by Showberry, the first leg of the quaddie, to number 4. I'm in Heaven, drawn the outside, is ready. They're set. All clears there. And attendant with one that's been dancing around in the middle of the line. Off they go. Fair Essa jump well down on the inside and away quickly in the early stages. Langer and Nice Cat looking for the lead, followed by Furler, Ice Maiden, Cherry Wild and Romantic Sea as they settle into stride now. And a good battle for the lead with Langer in the blue colours, Nice Cat the outside, Furler retaining the rails a half length away. Nice Cat eventually found the lead, did some work to get there. Back fourth, Cherry Wild on the outside, a length further back as Ice Maiden, and then Wild Rapid 1, Romantic Sea. She's 3 deep at the moment, followed by Sonachi. Fair Essa of the rail, half a length to River Woman, also caught wide from Muscadet, Yuma Gold, Midday Matinee and I'm in Heaven at the 800 metres, and Nice Cat the leader by a length to Langer, a length and a quarter Furler, who's had a beautiful run. Cherry Wild her outside, a length Romantic Sea, fifth on the outside, travelling wide from Wild Rapid and Ice Maiden the centre. Next River Woman being trailed then by Sonachi. Fair Essa a good way back on the fence, followed by Muscadet, Yuma Gold, Midday Matinee and I'm in Heaven last on the fence. Nice Cat railed beautifully and leads down the dip by 2 or 3 lengths to Langer and Furler, who's in clear galloping room. Cherry Wild is next. Ice Maiden got to the outside. The rest not doing much. Nice Cat in front, but she is flat, and Langer is straight up on the outside, and she sprints to the front at the 200 metre mark. Cherry Wild running on. Furler next from Fair Essa, but it's Langer clear at the 100 metre mark. She's got an unassailable lead, and Langer went down to win by 2 to Cherry Wild held second. Fair Essa third. River Woman next from Furler. Wild Rapid, Ice Maiden, I'm in Heaven, Nice Cat, Sonachi, Yuma Gold, Midday Matinee, and at the end of the field is Romantic Sea in company with Muscadet. Langer is the winner, 6:30 and 2:50. Up on the pace all of the way, and found plenty for Nick Ryan, a winning double for Nicholas, who scored on Beautiful Gem in the third. Second to Cherry Wild, running up to her good consistent Tasmanian form, and third Fair Essa for the Gouch to pay $3.70. 6, 8 and 13 confirmed, and just behind these were River Woman and Furler. They've run 126.4.
All right, Greg, 126.4, and she's a good mare. She's won 3 races this campaign. Tony Vassal's got her going well. 6, 8, 13. Fourth will be River Woman, number 7, ridden by Brian Park, I'd say. That's not official. but I'd expect number 7 will be 4th. Doombin's in 7, Bridie Bell, Lady Diva, Beaujolais and Victory Highway. 5, 3, 4 and 2 for the Sky ratings. Here's the market. The main ones are Victory Highway, its favourite at $3.50, Beaujolais at $5.10, Amana at $7.20. Then heading over to the next bunch, the best of the rest is Dane Shakira, number 9 at $8.60. We're going to show you how these horses paraded earlier, the 3-year-old fillies.
And they're set, ready to go. Quite astute, the inside runner. This is the Brisbane Riverview Hotel. Doombin Rose's starting signal has been given. They're all set to run. Stand by for a start. And the gates open, and they're off and racing. And Lady Diva from barrier 2 and Natural Woman from barrier 3 were the best to go. With Natural Woman going to the lead, here's Casual Chicken, Beaujolais and Aim for Gold's going for speed as well. And when they come down the straight the first time, Victory Highway is going to be back about third last. Going past the post, 1700 a run. Casual Chick by 1 length. Aim for Gold second. Natural Woman into the box seat third on the rails. A length away, Beaujolais travelling fourth. Quite astute as fifth on the inside, a Lady Diva. A length away came Bridie Bell on the inside. Tismazing's out 3 deep and Dane Shakira splits that pair. 1 length away, Charm View on the inside, a Peaceful Honour. Rosa Quila 3 deep. Amana's got back in the field but's found the fence from a wide gate. That's a good piece of riding. Victory Highway is third last on the outside of Perrette and 2.5 Aurora Nora in the back to the 1200 metres mark. Casual Chick 3 parts Aim for Gold. 1 Natural Woman third on the fence. The speed slows visibly and the rider of Tismazing decides to take off. Now there's some speed in the race, the 1100. Tismazing goes to the lead by 1 Casual Chick, Lady Diva third. Aim for Gold fourth. Natural Woman travels fifth on the rails. A length and a half to Beaujolais back the sixth. Quite astute next on the inside from Bridie Bell. Rosa Queeler's out 3 deep and Charm View's back on the inside of Dane Shakira. Now Victory Highway's going forward but out 3 deep, followed by Peaceful Honour, Perrette. Amana's back the second last, the fence and last Aurora Nora. They're going to the 650. Tismazing leads. It's Tismazing 3 parts, Lady Diva. Casual Chick third, Aim for Gold fourth. 2 lengths away in the field, Natural Woman on the inside of Beaujolais, followed by Quite Astute and then Rosa Quila and Victory Highway deep turning for home where Lady Diva and Tismazing lead at the 300. They're a length, Aim for Gold, Casual Chick, Natural Woman, Quite Astute and Victory Highway. Tismazing and Lady Diva at the 200. Here's Natural Woman gunning them down quickly on the outside from Aim for Gold. Charm View late, but Natural Woman shot to the lead with 100 to go. Charm View and Amana's coming from nowhere, but Natural Woman won at 3, Charm View. Amana close up third, a lip away fourth, Lady Diva from Quite Astute, Tismazing. Peaceful Honour, Bridie Bell. The next time, Casual Chick, followed then by Perrette, Aurora Nora. Victory Highway didn't finish it off, either did Dane Shakira. A long way back as Beaujolais and last time, Rose of Quila. Number 12, Natural Woman, the most improved horse in the Bruce McLaughlin stable, ridden by Greg Childs. Has absolutely sprouted wings. 25, 40 and 490. 6 a second, Charm View will pay $3.90 and 8 Amana has got up for third, will pay $2 even, and Lady Diva will wind up in 4th position. It's bolted in. Numbers 12, 6, 8 and 3. Well, that'll make up for Bruce's bad luck earlier today with Mine, which got into trouble. He also has won a race at Randwick this afternoon with Wagstaff. So the Bruce McLaughlin stable absolutely on fire. And that was a very impressive win. She won't have any trouble running up the 2,400 metres of the Oaks, will she? Natural Woman, what's she by? She's by Generous, out of a mare called Pan for Glitter. Yeah. A 3-year-old filly by Generous out of Pan for Glitter, trained by Bruce McLaughlin, ridden by Greg Childs. Sat back 5th and 6th on the inside and he just cut loose in the straight. She absolutely blew them away. A couple of disappointments. Victory Highway, no. Beaujolais finished near the tail. Amana's a huge run, Amana, from an Oaks point of view. Had the bad alley, got a long way back and rattled home to run third. Lady Diva's wound up 4th. So Amana, not a bad run, but gee, you can't take anything away from the winner. It's won and won easily. Now, the margins and time, the winner scored by 3 1/4 with a long neck between second and third. The time for the race is 2:04.3. They got home in 3 1/4
Well, Bruce, congratulations. She looked awesome today, and obviously the most improved horse in your stable, Natural Woman.
Yeah, she's absolutely thrived. I told both the owners this morning, I think they thought I was mad. I thought she'd win. But I told the jockey too, she's absolutely just jumped ahead in leaps and bounds. And she won an open handicap. The top weight is a 3-year-old. Last week it was enormous.
The Oaks next?
Yeah.
Big chance?
Yeah, terrific.
Congratulations, mate.
$11 Charm View.
Set at the 2,000 metre mark.
He's still the favourite. Having said that, second elect in the ring, 3 Glory Gaze of 4 Acca Delane. And there's been money at longer odds for Simond, a Kevin Forrester ride. He's here to ride Serpentine.
About with the jockey, James Winks.
James, Wild Classic is absolutely flying at the moment and even coped with the backup at Warrnambool.
Yeah, that's right, Alf. He did a good job that day, carried 60 kilos, back down to 57 today.
8. And here's the market looking for the main ones. Drunken Joker, Sandy River and Waitoki Dream. Sandy River at $4.60. Desert Ransom's there at $10. And heading over to the next bunch, a couple there at 10. 9 Chinbok and Roman Thunder, number 11. For the Doomben Classic over 1,600. Let's have a look at these 3-year-olds with Larry. And we start with Express Ball. He likes Doomben, Larry.
Yes, he does. He's pretty...
Pink Fit's been well supported as the second elect. Hardy Steel touch on the easy side as third favourite. And a little bit of money for Acetate, just firming a point at longer odds. They've been the ones that they've played with the most here. Previous race won by Langer. First leg of the quaddie to Showbarry, 4 and 6 in the quaddie so far. Small Spoils comes up into the line. His last win coming up nearly 3 years ago now. Wild Classic going for 3 straight. All in. Set to run. They're off at the 1,500. The Big Ask, the one that was a bit slow with Prince Benbara. Umdinger, Pink Fit and Star of St Covert begin quickly, and Wild Classics up there fourth with Infinite Grace settling just off the speed. Hardy Steel on her outside from That's a Wrap, Mikhail Acetate. 3 lengths to Small Spoils, the Big Ask, Prince Benbara. Umdinger retains the inside at the 1,200 and leads by a length, Star of St Covert. 2.5 lengths, Pink Fit third, Infinite Grace fourth the inside, 1.5 Wild Classic. Next Hardy Steel outside, That's a Wrap, 2 Mikhail. 1.5 further back is Acetate, 2 Small Spoils, the Big Ask, the Rail and Prince Benbara. They've run it pretty solidly. The field is strung right out, and Umdinger the leader by a length, Star of St Covert. 3 lengths away, Infinite Grace on the inside of Pink Fit. The favoured runners together at the 800 with about a 4 or 5 length break on Wild Classic. And as they came up the side, Hardy Steel's improving on the outside, followed by That's a Wrap, Mikhail. Acetate 10 from the leader, behind it Small Spoils, the Big Ask and Prince Benbara. Umdinger's been headed by Star of St Covert as they swing. Infinite Grace, plenty of room to come through. Pink Fit taken to the outside, clear of Wild Classic, and then Hardy Steel and the rest headed by Acetate. That's a Wrap. Umdinger got its second wind at the 300, leads by 2. Infinite Grace under the whip is grinding home resolutely. Here's Acetate down the outside with Pink Fit. Umdinger still in front, but Infinite Grace grabs the lead at the 100-metre mark. Acetate coming down the outside from That's a Wrap. Infinite Grace, Umdinger. Acetate overhauls a lot of them. Yep, Acetate. Last stride beats Infinite Grace, Umdinger. That's a Wrap next out wide from Pink Fit. And then the Big Ask, Mikhail. Hardy Steel didn't come on. Then Star of St Covert, Wild Classic, Small Spoils and Prince Benbara. The photo finish, but Acetate has finished the best, I'd suggest, to win for Michael Walker and Jim Conlon. Stand by for numbers. It'll get it, no worries. 11 Acetate, 14, 40 and 350. Second to Infinite Grace, $1.40. And Umdinger on the inside. All up's only been beaten about a neck at the most. $15 for the place should be the way they finish here. As we await the judge's official verdict, should go 11, 4 and 9. They're coming through in that order now. Time 1:32.1. They did run along on a slow track. That's 2 seconds outside the 1,500 metres record. Acetate bouncing back to winning form for Michael Walker, storming over the top to win. Should well be a double for Michael, but would you believe he obviously hasn't ridden here before. He got lost. Couldn't find his way to the track in time to ride wildly in the second race. Dan Brereton picked that one up.
And sure enough, it got the money earlier, wildly, with Dan Brereton on board. But luckily he found the place. and he's got Acetate home there in race 6. Didn't have a great deal of luck at Werribee on Monday, but no problems today. No Super Tab dividends here. They're just starting to come through now. It's $14.40, $3.50, $1.40 and $15 for Umdinger. Fourth placing in that race should go to That's a Wrap number 10. It was the first 4 in New South Wales. There's all the totes in on race 6. Correct weights in at the Gold Coast race 6. 143 Matani, Resort to Rory and Play Me. The trifecta was 32.90. It was the first 4 race in New South Wales, but the dividend is unavailable at this stage. All right, heading out at Doomben for the Doomben Classic. Here's Chris with all the news from the track.
Okay, Matt, yes. Well, it's almost a broken record in the last few races about being open, but this certainly is the Doomben Classic. The favourite at the moment is still Sandy River, despite that wide draw. Inner Pointer's Drunken Joker. It's given a good chance. Waitoki Dream a little easy. Desert Ransom has just about remained the same throughout. Red Hot Pepper easy. Listen Pal, it's got out 3 points. Roman Thunder's out a couple of points. Taking all of that into calculation, Larry, what are you going for?
Well, it's confusing, isn't it? Look, I've been on Listen Pal at his last couple of runs, and of course I'm looking for him going into the Derby. He's another one that's awkwardly drawn.
They can make ground, it's just got to have the right run.
He looked terrific last time.
Yeah, he's an outstanding horse. He's shown that all his career that he's very he's electric when he lets go, and he's got the right conditions to stay with a firm track.
All right, Dan, great to see you here on 10,000 Day, and good luck with your 2 rides coming up.
My pleasure, thank you.
A couple of first 4s to give you. Race 6 at the Gold Coast, 1, 4, 3 and 9, paid $192.70. And Sandown race 6, 11, 4, 9 and 10, paid $42,701.70 on the 6th. Now at the gates there at Doomben for the Classic, and they'll be moving in shortly. This race will be followed by the next at Belmont, closely followed too. There's the officials at Sandown. Acetate beat Infinite Grace and Umdinger. Now we've got a feature race at Morphettville coming up too, so a busy period coming up. And we're about to hear from trainer Kylie Huxtable speaking to Hilton Donaldson.
How has he recovered from the Melbourne trip?
No, good, Hildy's done extremely well. Got back a positive blood count earlier in the week, so all's on track.
What did you think of the run in Melbourne?
A bit disappointing to go over there and be stuck 4 wide on a slow pace. Yeah, disappointed, but also happy with the horse. He didn't get beat far and he had excuses.
What will today's run tell you about the future in terms of the spring?
Whether he goes for a holiday today, if he wins today, you go to the paddock, there's nothing really for him, and maybe come back for something nice in the spring or lead up there somewhere along the lines.
Do you think he'll find the 2,500 to his liking?
I don't think it'll be a problem at all. I think he's sort of looking for it, the horse. He's very relaxed to give us every impression that he'll run out a strong 1.5 miles.
Trainer Kylie Huxtable, who's got Regal Challenger in the St Ledger at Morphettville. That's only less than 10 minutes away. All right, moving in at Doomben, here's Alan for the Classic.
Yes, the Group 3 Linter Stud Doomben Classic over the mile. And this big field being filed away. Just looking at some of the past winners. Bob's Boy, remember that? The Kiwi horse got up last year. Wonder where he's been. He must have had something wrong with him. He won Galroof, Ariba, Akhenaten, Tobruk, Marble Halls, Kidman's Cove, Slanchivar, Brunch Time, Stylish Century. So some good horses have certainly won this race. It's a Group 3 level. Now Waitoki Dream's about to come up into the gates. Just having a look at the betting wise here. They don't want Express Ball. There's money for 2 Drunken Joker. Sandy River a little bit easy as you expect from the alley, but he's still reasonably solid. They don't want Waitoki Dream. Bit of money 5 Desert Ransom. No money Red Hot Pepper. They don't want Sorcerer Milk. Listen Pal's a drifter. Going down the list, Roman Thunder's a drifter. And there's a bit of specking at NEL odds for 16 Simply Red. So it's a pretty tough race. I think what's thrown this race into disarray is the alleys of Drunken Joker and Sandy River. Drunken Joker running second to Galini, then King's Chapel, and Sandy River running third to Inspire. Second to Academe, then Winning Bell in the Guineas the other day ran 5th, but it's got that bad alley. So I think the alleys here have thrown the race. I think most people thought Drunken Joker and Sandy River are the best horses, But when they drew these dreadful barriers, it just lined up with about the others, not although the form of the others not that good because of their barrier positions. It's just made about 10 and all on the one line. Evans trying to pick the winner. Gee, there's been some hard races here today. Good racing, just the same. Now they're all in the stalls, are we? All set to go. Desert Ransom stands up well. Roman Thunder, Saucer of Milk. The lights are on. And they're off and racing now. Saucer of Milk from barrier 2, the first to go. Desert Ransom, leader of the pack, began okay. Roman Thunder's going for speed, and hello, here comes Drunken Joker. Drunken Joker from the outsides crossed the entire field and out to the 1400. It's Drunken Joker by a length over Simply Red. Leader of the pack, third. Roman Thunder steadies now fourth. Desert Ransom back fifth on the inside. A Chin Bock and Express Ball, and Sandy Rivers out 4 deep down the back. Then Delwood Dancer. They've been followed by Red Hot Pepper. Saucer of Milk losing ground now. Then Sparshy 8 followed by Waitoki Dream. King Latimus is a long way back on the field as they go to the top corner. So too is Listen Pal and Moshi Moshi last of all. 950 metres to go and Express Ball goes to the lead now. Sandy River to second. Drunken Joker takes the trail. Third on the fence. Simply Red fourth. A length and 3/4. Leader of the pack on the inside are Roman Thunder. Chinbock next, but he's 3 deep around Delwood Dancer. Desert Ransom is getting shuffled back on the paint. Then Red Hot Pepper followed by Saucer of Milk. Listen Pal taking off deep, and then Sparshy 8 followed by Moshi Moshi. King Latimus and Waitoki Dream went to the tail. 500 to go. The pressure's on coming to the turn. Express Ball tackled by Sandy River. Drunken Joker 3 out from Simply Red. Roman Thunder 5 deep turning for home, and then leader of the pack and Delwood Dancer. Sandy River leads past the 300. Drunken Joker trying to get after him from Roman Thunder. Delwood Dancer leader of the pack and Listen Pal, but it's Sandy River in front of Drunken Joker. It's Sandy River and Drunken Joker with 100 to go. Drunken Joker's got Sandy River's measure now. Drunken Joker takes the lead. Drunken Joker beats Sandy River. Listen Pal might be third in front of leader of the pack. Close up Roman Thunder. Delwood Dancer, Sparshy 8, Desert Ransom. The next home Waitoki Dream followed by Red Hot Pepper. Moshi Moshi, Simply Red. A long way back on the field. Saucer of Milk, Express Ball, and last home in the race Chinbock. Well, they fought it out. Regardless of the alleys, they fought it out. And Drunken Joker, a great piece of riding by Justin Stanley. He won the race in the first 50 yards. He decided to go straight across and lead, and then he took the trail. Sandy River was trapped out deep and had to work forward, and then Drunken Joker's had the last shot at him in the straight to win. Now the numbers here are 2, 3 and 8 has run third on the outside. Listen Pal. So the numbers here are 2, 3 and 8. Number 2, Drunken Joker, 650, 220. 3 Sandy River pays $2. 8 Listen Pal pays $3.90. And fourth in the race went to number 12, and that was leader of the pack. 11 was fifth, and that was Roman Thunder. So the numbers are 2, 3, 8 and 12. He's been a model of consistency, this horse, hasn't he? He won at Eagle Farm. He ran 8th at Doomben. He won at Doomben. He ran 2nd at Doomben. He ran 2nd at King's Chapel at the coast the other day in the Guineas, the Gold Coast Guineas, and he's been able to go home and run down Sandy River and win this race here this afternoon. Sandy River was gallant in defeat from the outside gate, was 4 and 5 wide down the back. Drunken Joker got over so quickly, the alley in the end probably didn't matter as much. Sandy River then had to work.
Well, Wallace, congratulations. You've got a very handy 3-year-old here, and the idea was to jump out and cross over from the wide barrier, obviously.
Yeah, we had no choice, really. We thought we'd better do that, especially at Doom, and sort of get across there and get that run and sort of slow them down if we could. And it was just a good ride, wasn't it?
It was a good ride, and you were helped a bit by the rider of Sandy River, who also came over, and then you were